after Numb, we have another visualizer with Toby. This is called Illusion.
마지막을 이어주는 이유매 하루 종일 모자란 음악으로 기쁜 내 영혼은 여기저기 날아다녀 민들레시 감정의 수축과 이와 내가 꿈꾸는 이상은 사람들의 이상 그 이상의 이상 Open my third eye 절망과 영광이 공존하는 내 인생은 영활 내가 열망하는 것을 소리로 만들기 위해 밤을 새고 다시 burn out 내 평범함이 너네에게 fantasy I got 다른 차원의 energy 내 평범함이 너네에게 fantasy I got 다른 차원의 energy 내 인생 꿈결 일렁여 물결 흔들려 숨결 기분은 붕 떠든 눈을 타 어디든지 가 내 인생 꿈결 일렁여 물결 흔들려 숨결 기분은 붕 떠든 눈을 타 어디든지 가
That was awesome. That was friggin' awesome. I love the song. That visualizer could not have been more perfect for that song. Now, I don't know what the lyrics are saying, but from the feel of the song as things are happening in the video, so perfect. So perfect. The one part I'm thinking of specifically is this part right here.
기분은 붕 떠든 눈을 타 어디든지 가 내가 우주에
So interesting. Love that. Okay, so let me ask you this. Before we dive into the lyrics, you know the song is called Illusion. That may or may not be related, so take that with a grain of salt. But as far as the video goes and the feeling of the song, do you have any guesses in terms of what the song is about? Assuming that the general feel of the video is somewhat related to the song, do you have guesses on what it all means? What does the little person mean? Is space important? Escapism. Curious how the lyrics will reflect and differ from the vibes of the song, or if, like, the title of the song is an illusion itself covering the meaning of the lyrics like a mask. I hadn't thought of that, Lindsay. That's really, really good. That's a great idea. The title's called Illusion, which is actually a complete allusion to what the song is about. Clever. I like the escapism idea. Okay. Now it looks like with this right here, we've got a little smoke over here by the parts on this beach. So things washed up. This cat washed up onto the beach, overcoming doubts and trials. I think we're onto something here with everybody. So wait, what was that? Error. Okay. Oh, that's clever too. 131. 131 is I think BI's label, I think. Because 131, 1 and 3 makes the B, and then the 1 makes the I, BI. Got it. So if we start off with this first trial, something happened to the little fella. He was on some kind of ship or something. He ends up sinking, crashing, whatever, and he washes up on this beach. So first one's first. We have a trial. This is where we land. Pieces are broken. He's having errors. It's bad. He says, "Where am I?" Now we get the butterfly several times. Obviously, the butterfly is kind of like what's making him want to fly. Because it looks like he could have crashed, but the fact that he's right on the beach, it seems like he traveled by way of boat. And he's nice and high now, right? So maybe he's trying to get home. He's trying to find his way home. Because when you want to get some kind of landmark or like some kind of cardinal direction, you want to get to the highest point and then start looking around. So we get to this highest point and it's like, okay, well, where am I going? What's my direction? And as we go through this, I think it's interesting that we go through these different kind of biomes, if you will. We meet the butterflies here. That's what gives the idea of, okay, I want to fly. I almost wonder with this halo, is this supposed to be like an angel, like a fallen angel? I don't know. This is a little weird, but I don't know if it would fit, but still an idea. Butterflies represent rebirth. Okay. So right here we have the thought fly, exclamation point. I really want to fly. So here comes our second trial, if you will. If assuming the crash or the wash up onto the beach is the first one, we might even say getting lost or being lost is the second one. It says, where am I? This is the third one right here where he tries to fly. Now we find a way to accomplish what we're trying to do. This is good. We get a little taste of success, and then we get a lot of success. I also think that this shot back here is super important. Wait for it. Right there. This shot is important. We went from running with him here, We see the direction he's going. The reason this shot exists over these like 7 frames and it doesn't just switch to this is because this is telling you he's risking it all. Now, granted, we already saw him fall with the, what is it, a parasol? The little umbrella, like in your, your drink. And that didn't work. Now, he didn't die, right? But this is risk. And then he takes off. And just when you think it's like, oh, damn, it worked, they go one step farther for you to go, damn, it's coming right up. Right there. That little star is like ludicrous speed, not the rapper. Uncultured. And that's the next little like, wow, he did it. But is the story over? This is now us with him, and we get to feel what he's feeling. Feel the freedom, feel the success. Oh, we did it. And we need, as the viewer, we need to feel this moment because we're successful. We got it. We did it. We're feeling the wind in our hair because when the next moment happens, every one of us is going to go, of course. Because when we get that great day, we fully expect to drop that toast on the carpet face down. Right there. It's like, seriously? I got off the deserted island. I was flying home. I'm enjoying my freedom. And then this happens. Now, if you're anything like me and this happened, as far as the video goes, you're watching the video, this happens. I think, okay, now it's disaster. Now he's going to be inside of a monster or he's got to find his way out. It's another trial and tribulation because that's what it looks like. Yes, he's got a smile on his face. I don't trust this cat, is what I'm thinking. But once we go in there, this is where we end up. And it's almost like saying, well, this is really what he was trying to get to anyway, this full freedom, right?
주의 중심이라면 믿을래 처음과 마지막을 이어주는 이음에 하루 종일 모자라트 음악으로 기쁜 내 영혼은 여기저기 날아다녀 믿을래 감정의 수축과 이와 내가 꿈꾸는 이
Or is it demonstrating loneliness? Oh, there you go. He's successful, but he's also alone. Yes, that's good. Reaching a goal and it not being what you thought it was, or reaching it and being knocked down. So it's like now he's lost again, but he's just somewhere else. But he's still lost, and he's still alone.
Open my third eye 절망과 영광이 공존하는 내 인생은 영광 내가 열망하는 것을 소리로 만들기 위해 밤을 새고 다시 burn out 내 평범함이 너네에게 fantasy I got 다른 차원의 energy 내 평범함이 너네에게 fantasy I got 다른 차원의 energy 내 인생
Now, I did think this was interesting because it didn't seem to go with the feel of the video, but we should hit this. We get the screen. We get the story of how he got here. And notice that even the screen that we're looking at, see how it's the screen he's looking at, live, all the way through. Even the one that we're watching him on is live. Right? And this is the entrance to the stage. So now I look at this piece here from BI's perspective. Is this where he is success-wise when this happens, when it drops, the song drops, album drops, whatever? And is everything that was portrayed up to this point in the video kind of an abstract representation of what he feels like he experienced? I don't know. But I do think this part on the stage is pretty important. Well, not important. I think it's impressive because of how it's done. We have the microphone. We have the crowd. You see the cameras flashing. Now, here's another question, though. He washed up on the beach. He was alone. He met the butterflies, but, like, they're butterflies, you know? He flies. He goes into the belly of the monster. He's flying around in space, still alone. He gets to this point right here. He's on stage. I would still consider him alone. Now, technically, yes, we have the audience. And yes, the audience love him, but he's still alone on that stage. And I think this last piece is super interesting because it's about layers. We go from this massive scene on stage. Now watch the layers of what makes up this moment and this story. Watch the layers get pulled away one by one. And what's left at the end? Once you take away all the external layers of what makes up a moment or a relationship or a story, what you're left with at the very core is that right there. Us. How we react to things, how we respond to things, but it's us. We're the ones calling those shots. Each one of us, regardless of how we think about things, we are the main character in our own story. And then I think that the fact that it fades out is intriguing. Could we take that as a simple fade out is really implying that it's about time eventually running out? And then we fade to black. I don't know. Loved that. Now, we don't even know what the lyrics say yet. We're just breaking it down from the visualizer. For all we know, we could pull the lyrics up and it's literally like a dollar menu from, you know, any restaurant that won't sue me. Illusion. Here we go. My life is my life in a dream. Rippling wave, shaking breath, the feeling like floating. Get in the dark, go anywhere. My life is my life in a dream. Butterflies fly in my mind, follow the rainbow like a kid. I have a different brain structure. The calculations are slow, but imagination is fast. The way you see me, it's an after image. Take a look at it with your mind. Life itself is a fantasy. Give me that crown. I'm a fan of becoming a king. I don't wake up. Every day is in limbo, reincarnated. My mediocrity is a fantasy for you. I got energy from another dimension. My mediocrity is a fantasy for you. Would you believe me if I were the center of the universe? Main character. The seam that connects the beginning and the end. Mozart music all day long. My soul is flying here and there like a dandelion. More than I can dream of, better than the ideal of people. Open my third eye. My life where despair and glory coexist is a movie. What I long for. I stay up all night to make it and burn out again. My mediocrity is a fantasy for you. I got energy from another dimension. Wow. My life is my life in a dream. Rippling, wave, shaking breath, the feeling like floating, get in the dark and go anywhere. Go anywhere. Wow. Wow. Huh. You know, there's a lot of memes and stuff online. I'm sure you're familiar with them, you younger cats. I saw one that kind of made me think, or better yet, this line makes me think of one of them. It was a picture of somebody's, like, headstone at the cemetery, and it showed like the date that they were born and then the date that they died. And then right between those two dates is the dash. And the meme or whatever says something about how that dash is everything. It's literally everything that we experience every moment from the time that we're born until the time that we die. This line right here, like we just said, would you believe me if I were the center of the universe? Well, the reality is for each of us, we are the center of the universe. Now, obviously, we don't have all the control, but we are the main character of our own stories. Regardless of how you handle that, it is the truth. Now, this right here is the deeper layer to that, the seam that connects the beginning and the end. You have a beginning, you have an end. And everything that you do from those 2 points, you are the seam that connects those two things. You can't have one without the other. This whole piece about imagination and the difference between what's real and what's not, and that there's some question in that, some mystery in that. I really, really love this. It's beautiful. And honestly, now that we read the words, the visualizer could not have been more perfect. I'm glad we didn't do it in the reverse, because I feel like if we'd read the lyrics and then watched the visualizer, I don't think it would have hit as hard. We would have taken it more literally. Oh, butterflies. He said butterfly in the song. Oh, main character. Yeah, he said that. No. The question is, can we interpret things the way that they were intended? And even if we don't, what's the disconnect? What changes? Is it our interpretation, or was it how it was presented? It's a little deep, but I like it. Yeah. Yes, they do coincide. I totally agree. I'm glad we did it the way that we did it. What a beautiful video. I mean, it's a visualizer. This is one that I would not have called a visualizer. Nope. This 100% to me absolutely rates to be a full-blown official music video. I don't know if there are parameters for that on what you can call a video and what you can't. That's a friggin' video. That's a friggin' music video. Yep. I want to hear this beginning again. All right, so this is really just a title card, a little bit of credits for the director and co-director. Okay, we get the butterfly. So here you go. Somebody mentioned metamorphosis. I think it was Sarah. This is the only time we see this, I think. We have a butterfly right here. But right here, the body and head of the butterfly is our little buddy. I didn't notice that. This is only a few frames long. This is the only time we see it. So this, to me, is absolute confirmation that what we're seeing him go through is a metamorphosis. Because here he is the caterpillar just kind of shrinking along, doing his thing, and then he metamorphosizes into a butterfly. Cool. Yep. I said it. Good stuff. I tell you what, I don't know how you're feeling about this. I friggin' love this album. I love everything about this album so far. It's so juicy. The next one is, well, rightfully so. This next one is called Flow Away. Pretty. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Huh. Life is short. 갈 길이 멀어. 일단 내 기억에 쌓인 먼지부터 털어. 멈춰있는 시간 다시 태엽을 감아 살아야 하는 이유로 낙서처럼 그저 언제부터 내가 망가지게 된 건 욕심에 눈이 멀고 시선에 목을 걸어 열등감에 허덕이며 신기루 쫓아간 뒤부터 우울이란 놈이 나를 갉아먹게 했어 우습게 본 거지 마음만 앞선다고 될 일이 아니었으니 꼬여있는 정신 무엇 위에 그 많은 밤을 세워야 했는지 그 답을 찾기 전까지는 돌아갈 수 없지 특별할 것 없는 사람이었을 뿐 가면 속에 가려놨던 수만 가지 슬픔 이제는 도망치지 않고 마주해야 해 가짜 같은 내 껍질들 벗겨내야 돼 Flow away, away, away
Oh, it's so good.
Flow away, away, away Flow away, away, away Flow away, away, away Yeah, yeah 누구든 적, 누구든 편 어차피 영원한 건 존재하지 않는데 자꾸만 선을 그어놓고 조금씩 쌓아 올린 벽 그 안에 나를 고립시켜 머리엔 병, 마음엔 멍 억지로 막게 몰입시켜 전부 무의미한 바람 청춘이었다고 넘겨질기에는 잃은 게 너무 많아 우린 배울 필요 있어 진짜 중요한 게 뭔지 치열함 속에 잊고 있던 여유 같은 거 말야 다들 조심해야 해 악마가 손을 내밀 땐 인생이 담보라는 것을 인지해야 돼 그늘 속의 감정이 점점 잠식되기 전에 웃어야 할 땐 분명히 웃어놔야 해 내 지난 나를 돌이켜보면 불완전해야만 완전해지는 그림 한 폭 전부 후회라고 부르기엔 영원했으면 하는 순간도 많았거든 That's why I'm moving on Flow away, away, away Flow away, away, away Flow away, away, away Flow away, away, away 매일을 부딪히고 투쟁 차라리 학교가 나았어 현실은 하루하루가 숙제 보이는 게 다가 아닌 세상 저마다 다른 각자 사연들의 깊이와 무게 내려놓은 만큼 가벼워진다는 걸 전부 엎지르고 나서야 깨달았어 다시 맞춰봐야지 어긋난 톱니바퀴들 저기 별이 된 이들에겐 축복이 닿기를
Love it, love it, love it. Piano, strings, that voice, the echo on the backing vocals. Oh, it's so good. Haley, I 100% agree. His music always feels so thought out, like he's not just throwing out lyrics that work or sounds that sound good. It's telling a personal story. Yes, agree, agree. Yep, just awesome. And to me, us doing this, like if I were BI and I put myself out there like this album seemingly does, this kind of thing that we're doing is what I would want people to do. That to me is how you honor someone's work, their efforts, their ability to be vulnerable, to expose themselves in some way. That's how you honor somebody. You pay close attention, you take the time to appreciate what they've done to put that out there because it takes guts. I mean, in the album deep dives that we've done, there are a couple that stick out to me. This one so far will absolutely stick out to me, but I can tell you from the top of my head, D-Day from Sugar and Heal from The Rose, those are my top two. Those are worth every second of putting in the time where you will absolutely get a, a you will get a return on investment for all the time you spend studying those lyrics, those songs, those albums. Mono, of course, that's a given. That goes without saying. The other ones, yes. Oh, love it. Oh, so good. And this one is very quickly getting on that list. So, Flow Away lyrics. Life is short, but there is a long way to go. First, shake off the dust that has accumulated in my mind. The stopped clock winds up again. Scribble down the reason why I have to live. When did I become broken? I am blinded by greed and hang my head in my gaze after suffering from a sense of inferiority and chasing a mirage. Sadness made me bite my teeth. I saw it as a joke because it wasn't something that could really be done by being ahead of my heart, my twisted mind. Why did I have to stay up all night for what? I can't go back until I find the answer. I was just nothing special. Thousands of sorrows hidden behind a mask. Now I have to face it instead of running away. I have to peel off all my fake skins. Flow away. Forever wondering who is the enemy, who is the star. It doesn't exist, but I keep drawing a line, isolating myself inside the wall I built little by little. A bottle in my head, a bruise in my heart, forcing myself to immerse in music, but it is all meaningless. I've lost too many things to say I was young. We need to learn what's really important. It's like forgetting joy in all the fierceness. Everybody gotta be careful when the devil puts out his hand. You have to realize that life is collateral. Before the emotions are slowly eroded into the shadows, when you need to laugh, you should definitely smile. Damn. Looking back on my days, a picture that becomes complete only when it is incomplete. To call it all regret. There were so many moments I wished would last forever. And that is why I'm moving on. We bump into each day and struggle. I'd rather go to school. The reality is that every day is homework. A world where what you see isn't everything. The depth and weight of each story are different. It becomes lighter as much as I put it down. I only realized after I spilled it all. I need to realign the gears that are out of alignment. Blessings to those who have become stars. Oh, that might be my favorite one lyrically. God, that's good. You have to realize that life is collateral. Oh, what a line. Who is the enemy? Who is the star? Blessings to those who have become stars. Yeah. I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. It really does. It doesn't even feel like a song. It feels like a journal entry. Thoughts he wrote down just to get them out, like we talked about earlier. And then they put some music in there and he just spoke. He just emoted all over the place. And this is what came out, and it's beautiful and it works. I love it. I love it.